Hi everyone, it's Carissa and I am here with a very special card project for you today. This video is actually for the Going Gold campaign. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we just want this Going Gold campaign to spread the word that when you see the gold ribbon, you know that that stands for Childhood Cancer Awareness. So this project is actually going to feature a gold color scheme, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So you're going to see a lot of this gold glitter on this card, and I'm going to start out actually with this piece of white cardstock and this die from Lifestyle Crafts. And just to mention, I do always have links for all the products that I use over on my blog. So you can always go over there and I'll have links to those products for you. I am going to be coating this with the gold glitter. I'm going to be making these chevron pattern gold glitter chevrons and placing them on the front of my card. So in order to do this, I need a sticky surface for the glue or for the glitter to adhere to, and then I'm going to go ahead and also coat the back of this cardstock with adhesive so that I already have the adhesive on there when I go to place them on the front of the card. Since they are a more narrow type of die cut, you could use some glue, but I figure just to speed the process along, I'm going to go ahead and coat both sides in adhesive. I'll use one side of adhesive to adhere the glitter and then the other side to adhere it to the card. So I want to show you some options for doing this. I just kind of looked through my stash at what I had already had, and there's several options or ways you can do this. Now you saw in my last video that I used the... No, it wasn't last video. It was 2 videos ago that I used the Chevron runner, the little X, to place my clouds in and cover those clouds with glitter. This is a much larger scale, and I have another piece that I'm actually going to be using that is too large to go through my Chevron, and I'm just trying to save time and have this all done at once. So these are some options for you. What you can do is take your cardstock and you can coat it in something like score tape or the sticky strip. That's super fast and easy. I only have this 1/4 inch wide score tape, so to cover a piece of 6x6 cardstock will take quite a while. But it is an option if this is something that you have in your craft room. I dug through my drawers and I also found these that I had bought a long time ago and I've never used. This is that terrifically tacky tape. Now that's the same as the red sticky strip, only this is in sheet form. So you can put that and apply it to your cardstock as well. Now I happen to know from just using red sticky strip in the past that it is a very sticky strip, obviously, but it tends to leave a lot of residue. So what I'm going to try today, and I have never tried these before, so this is not a testimony to how great these are or anything, but I was digging through my stash, and back at CHA, I got these free samples of Sizzix adhesive sheets. I have 4 sheets in here. I have 2 repositionable adhesive sheets, and I have 2 permanent. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take these, and they're already cut at 6x6, so that kind of makes it convenient. And I'm not sure how these are sold, but this is how I have them. I'm going to take both of these 6x6 adhesive sheets, and I'm going to, it says peel here, I'm going to apply it to my paper. So this has a little, looks like strip to release it, so you can kind of get your hand underneath this. Okay, and it comes off of this part, and this is your sticky part here, and I'm going to apply it to this piece of 6x6 white cardstock. Now this is just any old cardstock will do for this sheet to the back, so I'll have adhesive on both sides of this sheet. And then after I do this, I'm going to take it over to my die cutting machine, and I'm going to cut several of these chevron borders out of this coated cardstock. I'm going to work on glittering these pieces now. This is going to be messy, and I'm probably going to have glitter all over the place when I'm done, but I think the effect is going to be worth it. The bad part is I'm doing laundry today, and I have a feeling that everybody's laundry is going to end up with a little bit of gold glitter in it. So hopefully my family will forgive me for this. But I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper and get to glittering these. So I'm going to pull the release paper off of one side. I'm going to make sure, now do you see how these kind of line up? But if I were to flip it over to the other side, they're not lined up. Do you see that? You know, they're kind of off a little bit. So I want to make sure that all these are going the same way when I glitter them. So I have a feeling pulling this release paper off of them is going to be the hardest part of this process. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see this, but I have all of my backing pulled off now, and I have these all on a scratch piece of paper. And here is when it gets really messy and really fun at the same time. I'm going to take this gold glitter. This is the Florentine Gold from Martha Stewart, and I am just going to start coating these with glitter. Now, I'm not trying to conserve here because I'm going to end up putting all the extra back in the bottle. So I'm just covering these generously. Okay, so then I'm just going to take this and just push all over these, getting that glitter pushed down on there. Now I'm going to use my tweezers and just start picking up and kind of tapping off all of these shapes and setting them to the side so that I'm just left with the extra glitter over here. You can see how cool that is. I don't know, maybe you can't see yet. So I'm going to start just lining this paper with these Chevron. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that these are the tips. In order to line these up, because it's not a straight line, I'm going to make sure that the tips are all kind of equidistant from the edge there, and then I can space them out going up. But I'm going to start from the bottom and work up. And if you'll remember, I do have the backing on each of these. So these are already ready to adhere. And we'll see glitter, I'm sure, flying everywhere still. So I'm just going to make this touch the bottom here for the first one. Okay, and then I'll start working my way up, kind of deciding how far apart I want them as I go. Okay, so I have this all trimmed out, and I actually ended up cutting another piece of cardstock, black cardstock, to put behind it, just because I am going to mount this on a white card, and I just wanted to give it a little bit of contrast there on top of the white cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this piece of Chevron paper to the black cardstock. Okay, and that's going to go on the front of my card with some dimensional adhesive. Okay, so I've set my Chevron piece totally aside for now because I'm going to work on this sentiment piece. And I had made a different sentiment piece earlier, and I just wasn't feeling it when I was putting on the front of the card. It wasn't anything to do with the stamp or anything. It was just the sizing and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Grateful for You. Now, this is all one stamp set. I just happened to cut it down because it was too long to fit in the way that I store my stuff. So I'm going to ink this up with Versamark ink. I'm going to stamp it on this black piece of cardstock, and I'm going to emboss it in white. And the reason, I actually have gold embossing powder, but I feel like the golds are going to compete and that it's going to take away from the glitter if I try to use that other gold. So I'm going to stamp it just like this and do a little banner. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the way I'm going to ruffle this is I'm going to use a little bit of that score tape. Put it in the center of the ribbon. I'm going to create my ruffles just like by squeezing it just like that. So now I'm going to take this piece here and I'm going to add it to the front of this card, and I am going to do that with some more foam dimensional adhesive. So we'll just go right on the back of here. Okay, so I've put my sentiment on there, and then I've just decided that I would like this little heart to be gold. So I'm just going to add some glue to the top of this, and I went outside the line, so I'll just use my finger to swipe that up there so I don't get any where I don't want it. Of course, this glitter is everywhere by this point. And then I'm just going to take just a little sprinkle of this glitter here, just right over the top of that. There is my gold theme project today for the Going Gold campaign. I don't often ask you to like and share my videos, but I hope that you really will consider liking and sharing this video with your friends just to bring awareness for the Going Gold campaign and September being Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.